So writing, right? Especially for those of you who are like, I have a process. I imagine like at some point you sit down somewhere or you go to some writing station, you do your best to remove distractions. Like maybe you have headphones, maybe you work in a quiet place, maybe you put things on do not disturb, and then you think of words or you try to think of words. Whenever you can think of words that you think are good enough, you put them on the page. And then if, after they're on the page, you edit them, you move them around, you delete them, you rewrite them, right? And then eventually you get to a place where you submit those words. Right? We on the same page? And because you think that's the only part, like that's the only process you need to be concerned with, you're like, I should just be able to do it. Like, why am I not further along in this dissertation? Because in your mind, the dissertation is problem number one. The dissertation is the issue. It's like the center of every problem you have right now. You probably loop it back to this dissertation. You're probably like, listen, if I could get this done, do you know I could live life? I could do all the things if this dissertation wasn't weighing on me. What's also being said, but not really being said out loud. You think like once you finish a dissertation that you're going to be extremely confident in your writing, that you'll never have to deal with writer's block or you'll never question yourself because you'll be a doctor. You'll have the proof, you'll have the degree, you'll have the letters. So it will prove that you know what you're doing. And so writing other manuscripts, whether it's for publication or something else, you're like, I got that because I'm credible, I'm legitimate. And because you think like this is the goal, like you think this is guaranteed to happen after you finish the dissertation, right now in your mind, in your body, you probably are like, I'm going to make the commitment by any means necessary to finish it. If I got to stay up all night, if I got to give up things, I'm gonna do that. So that was supposed to be right 4 hours. This is why you probably shouldn't listen to music while you write. I put the number four. It's the same thing. So you write for hours, especially at night and weekends to try to get everything done. Like you sacrifice everything. You like, I can't do that. Okay. I can't go out. Don't call me. Don't even ask me if I can go do the thing because I can't. Summertime, I'm in the house. Okay. I'm finishing this dissertation. And every time you go to write, you sit down and you do all the things. But you got to read 3 books and 7 articles to find the perfect citation. You like write one sentence, you got to read all these things. I got to find a citation. I can't move on from this one sentence until I find a citation. Right. So probably a lot of your time is just like reading and rereading notes and stuff because you're trying to find the citations. Right. We can't write without citations. That's what y'all tell me. We can't write without the citation. And I'm always like, but why? Why not? And maybe you're like me, because when I was in my whole thing of like, let me read, I had notebooks and notebooks of notes. But then when it came to writing, I was like, well, I have all these notes. I don't know what to put on the page. How do I start writing? How do I translate the notes? What part of what I read do I include in my writing? Or how do I say it differently than they said it? Because they said it perfectly. And so you sacrifice living your life. You sacrifice your well-being. You sacrifice your health in the name of finishing the dissertation as fast as possible. Because if I can finish it, I can breathe again. Is that the logic? If I can finish it, I'll be free. But even though you're doing all of this, why is it still so hard to write? You're reading the things, you set yourself up, you're going to writing sessions, you're probably making a weekly plan, you're coming here. Why is it still so hard? Writing is overwhelming, or it can be overwhelming, especially a dissertation, right? Because there's so many moving parts. There's multiple chapters, manuscripts, the other appendices they don't tell you about, the other steps and forms nobody told you. Like it's a lot of moving. You need your own personal project manager. That's how I feel. Confused by how to start the process because you've never done it before. And so you're like, am I doing this the right way? Is this the most efficient way? Is this the best way? Is this the best use of my time? You're uncertain about the words you put on the page, you're uncertain about how you're approaching it. And uncertainty does not feel safe in the body. And you just really question the uncertainty really is leading to the doubts and you're questioning, am I just doing this right? How do I know that by me showing up and putting in all these hours and writing all these words, how do I know if I'm doing it right? When your emotions become too much, you take a break. Self-care, right? Self-care. But a break that was supposed to last a weekend ends up lasting for months, where you talk shit to yourself about how you need to get it together. Why are you so lazy? So and so could do it. So and so started after you and not about to finish. Why can't you get it together? This is why I talk so much about emotions. Because if writing was just about writing, if it was just as simple as giving you an assignment and editing your work, I would not have a business. Writing is emotional.